Hello friends, welcome to my channel. This video is all about processors. If you look at the market, around 90% of all laptops and PCs are having Intel processors. And we all know that i7 is the best processor available in the market. But do you really know what makes it best among all the processors? This video will going to give you an insight of all the processors, and I'm sure at the end of this video you will be having a good idea about processors, and next time when you are there in the market to buy one laptop and PC for your personal use, I'm sure that you will be picking the right one. So without further ado, let's get started. Now if I talk about the processor speed, then most of us think that the number of cores is the only factor which determines the speed of the processor. We also believe that Core i3 means having 3 number of cores, Core i5 means having 5 number of cores. It is not true. The number has nothing to do with the number of cores. The speed of the processor actually depends upon many factors, like the number of cores in the processor, speed of the processor, that is the frequency, other features like hyper-threading, turbo boosting, and the cache size of the particular processor. All these factors together determines the speed of the processor. Today in this video, we are going to discuss all these components one by one, and I'm sure that at the end of this video, you'll be having a great idea about the processor. First is number of cores. The most popular Intel series processors that we can find in the market are i3, i5 and i7. Out of the three, i3 is dual core and i5 and i7 is quad core. i3 is having 2 number of cores and i5 and i7 are having 4 number of cores. The more the number of cores, the more number of tasks can be served by the processor. So on the basis of the number of cores, we can clearly predict that i5 and i7 are the better processors than i3. Next is hyper-threading. The hyper-threading feature is present in i3 and i7 version of the processor, but it is not present in i5. What hyper-threading basically do, it tweaks the window to think a single core as virtually 2 cores. So if i3 is having 2 number of cores, due to the presence of hyper-threading feature, it will act like a quad-core processor. Similarly in i7 processor, it's a quad-core processor, but due to the presence of hyper-threading facility, it will work like an processor having 8 number of cores. So it will greatly enhance the performance of the processor. The third factor is the speed of the processor, which is given in terms of frequency. It is the number of clock cycle which the processor can complete in 1 second. So let's say if a processor is having a speed of 3.2 GHz, that means it can complete 3200 million of clock cycles in 1 second, which is very fast. The speed range of the 3 processors is given on the screen. If we look at the minimum speed of the processors, then we can find that out of the 3, i3 is fastest. Similarly, if we look at the maximum speed of the processors, then i7 is the fastest. Now what makes the difference in the speed of the processor is the presence of one feature called turbo boosting. What turbo boosting basically do, it dynamically increase the speed of the processor when the need arises. This feature is present in i5 and i7 version of the processors, but it is not present in i3 version of the processor. Due to the presence of this feature, i5 and i7 processors are better processors than i3. The fifth factor which determines the speed of the processor is the cache memory. It is the small portion of memory built in the processor which stores data which are originally present in the RAM. So next time when you try to access those data, it will be easier for the processor to access those files from the cache memory instead of retrieving those files from the RAM. So larger the cache size, better is the processor. So if we look at the cache memory size of different processors, then you can see that i3 is having 3 MB, i5 is having 6 MB, and i7 is having only 8 MB of cache memory size. So on the basis of cache memory, i7 is the better processor available in the market. Let's quickly summarize. The speed of the processor depends upon these 5 factors. First is the number of cores, second is hyper-threading, third is speed of the processor, fourth is turbo boosting, and 5 is cache memory size. All these 5 factors together determine the speed of the processor. So next time when you want to select one processor for your use, keep these things in your mind, and I'm sure that you will choose the right one. The selection of processor also depends upon the level of work. For day-to-day work, i3 is the best processor. For medium range of work, i5 is the best. And for high level of work like software designing and any other video editing and all, i7 is the best processor available in the market. So thanks for watching my video. If you really like my video, do give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe my channel. If you have any query regarding this, feel free to reach me. Do comment in the comment box. I'll be very happy to help you with all the information I have.